Hey guys, this is Meredith Clapp. I'm going to do a quick video on how to use frequency separation to fix some skin issues in newborns. This is my first recording, so I'm sorry if I sound like a complete dork. I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible, and hopefully this will help some people. I've had a lot of babies lately that have a bunch of skin issues. This little guy, he's so beautiful, but his skin is a total mess. He's got a lot of acne and peeling and redness. And most of the time, I will just use this little band-aid tool over here, the spot healing brush tool. And I can go around and, kind of spot heal some things. Most of the time that works. But for situations like this, when I've got a newborn that a lot of the skin is covered with issues like this, the spot healing just doesn't do the trick. But the frequency separation is awesome. So here is a before of this little guy, and here is an after. And as you can see, it makes a huge difference. His skin here is nice and smooth and even, and here's the before. And when they first brought him in, Mom and Dad were really upset, and they were like, "Oh, can you fix this, or do we need to reschedule?" And the baby was actually already about 15 days old, so I really wanted to make sure I got him in for his photos, and I didn't want to reschedule. So I told the parents, it's okay, I can fix this. And without frequency separation, I don't know if I could, but this allowed me to give the parents what I promised and made them really, really happy. And that's what my goal is. I want to make parents happy. So I will show you how to fix this. Before I get started though, I do want to show you where I learned how to do this. I went to flurn.com, and they actually have a really good tutorial. It shows you exactly how to do it. Um, it tells you step by step. They also have a really great frequency separation action that's free that you can download, because what it does is you actually have to set up a few layers in Photoshop to use frequency separation. It divides it into a color layer and a texture layer. But what this free action does is it makes the layers for you, so you don't have to worry about any of that, and you just download it and it does all of it for you, so it's just ready to use. So I strongly recommend going to flurn.com, listen to the tutorial because it's really good. Probably explains it better than me, and download the Photoshop action. But I did want to show you how to do it with newborn skin, because this is actually showing you with a model, and her skin is already pretty perfect. Um, it's nothing like newborn skin retouching, so this is a lot more work. He's so cute though. But let's get started. So I've already downloaded my frequency separation action into Photoshop. I'm going to click play. Just click continue. Okay. What it's doing is it's dividing up layers for you. So let's open this right here. And it's divided it into two layers. You've got your LF layer. This is going to take care of the redness. It's going to help blur and even out some of that redness. Then you have a second layer, the HF layer. This is to correct the textures, to actually get rid of the bumps and the flakes. So I'm going to first click on the LF layer. I'm going to come over here to my lasso tool, and wherever I have an issue, I'm going to lasso around it. I found that it works better if you do smaller sections at a time instead of trying to do the whole forehead or the whole cheek. Just do it into smaller sections at a time. I've actually created a shortcut on my keyboard, but I'll show you how to do it without that. You're going to slide this up and down. Now obviously you don't want to go too high. It's going to really make the baby's skin look funky. So you just want to slide it up to the point where it blurs out some of the red and kind of blurs out some of the texture. You don't want to overdo it. Okay, I'm going to do another section. Here's how you do it without the shortcut key. Go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. I guess that's how you say it. Gaussian Blur. I don't know. Okay. Let's do his nose. His nose is pretty bad. But once you start using it a lot, it's a lot easier to go ahead and make a shortcut, a keyboard shortcut. And then you can just come in and get it done pretty quickly. So I'm going to go on all of the areas where it's really red and bumpy. And it's basically just blurring that out a little bit. Okay. Now if you feel like you went a little heavy-handed and you feel like the blur is a little too strong, it's great because you can come over here and adjust the opacity of it. So you can slide that up and down to adjust how much blur I want. But already, just look at the difference. This is before, and this is just the first layer, just using the blur. Now we still have all these little bumps, but the great thing is that, you know, it's taking care of a lot of that redness for us. So that is much better. I'm going to go to the second layer, the HF layer, and you have to use the clone stamp tool for this part. This is what I love about frequency separation is this part, you're just correcting the texture. You're not going to be smearing around any color or any shadows. You're just correcting the texture at this point. So I'm going to sample from a healthy area and clone out all of those bumps. But as you see, it doesn't change the color area. Like this part right here, I could probably do another lasso right here and smooth that out. But see, it doesn't mess with the color. It just gets rid of the bumps and the skin flakes on top. You need to make sure that you take from the same texture. So like down here is a little bit of a different texture. So I'm going to clone all of this using this texture over here. He was peeling in his eyebrows. But you see how much of a difference this is making? This is before and after. If you need to do some more lasso areas where you want to smooth out the color a little bit more, you can. So that kind of corrected that red spot. And I can click back over to the cloning layer. But I'm not going to do the whole thing. I don't want to keep you and bore you. But this is just the best thing ever to help with those really difficult skin edits. It has been such a lifesaver, and it's really boosted my confidence. I feel like, whatever type of skin issue comes my way, I feel like I can fix it now, and I can really, make the parents happy, and It's been such a great thing to learn how to do. So the first few tries, it feels a little awkward, and I think the first couple of times I did it, it didn't look that great, and I was a little too heavy-handed, and the baby looked a little plastic. So you kind of have to find that balance. But once you get the hang of it, it's such a great tool. But here is before and after. And then here's my final edit. So I hope that this helps a little bit. But again, go to the Flern website. Make sure you watch their tutorial. Make sure you download that free action. And I hope that this shows you how you can use that with newborn skin a little bit better. Because I know we have some different challenges than models have. So I hope this helps, and good luck. Thanks. Thanks for watching.